What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Let me know where you are tapping in from. Tonight, I have to. Last time, I went a little long. This time, I have to be off by 8 o'clock so that our Craft to Quit can have their session at 8 o'clock with Coach City. So make sure Craft to Quit while y'all are here having fun with me tonight at 7. Make sure you have your homework ready because Coach City is actually ready to get you all um, prepared for Mother's Day. So she's going to be helping you with strategy for that. And I want to make sure that y'all are ready. All right, I see you. I see you rolling in now. I see you. I see you. What's up, Facebook user? Monica, hey, from New York City. Ashley, hello. Keisha, Sharon, let's go. Southern California. Ashley from Hammond, Louisiana. Yes, yes. Bakira, what's good, love? From Virginia, from the VA. Let's go. Awesome, awesome. TMP Customs from Alamo, Georgia. Sharon from South Carolina. Crystal from Mississippi. All right, sunny California. Lisa, I'm gonna have to come see you because I thought it was sunny in Florida, but lately we've been having some chills. I might need to come out there and see you, Lisa. Alabama. Okay, Tanya. Come on, come on. Nikita, Eastern North Carolina. Let's go, let's go. Mar from Detroit. Okay. Dallas. Let's go, Sharon. Nancy from Woodstock, Georgia. What's up, Nancy? Las Vegas, Solange. Okay. Las Vegas, they're doing some big things in Las Vegas right now too. A lot of people are moving to Vegas to take care of business and to launch and grow their businesses. So you are in a good place. Yolanda, Mariana, Florida. What you know about Mariana, Florida, Yolanda? They're my stomping grounds. Okay, small town. I'm pretty sure we're either related or my grandmother knows everybody in your family. Sharon, hey, hey. Oh, I will let you know, my love. Pam and Tallahassee. Okay, those are my other stomping grounds. Let's go. Awesome, awesome. All right, so Craft to Quit, you all do not get into the Zoom room until 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, make sure you're leaving this YouTube and you're going on to your session with Coach City, okay? So I don't want y'all to be late, and I do not want y'all delayed on getting your Mother's Day strategy on point, okay? All right, all right. Kim, what's up, Orlando? Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to get to it tonight because you all showed out. As a matter of fact, I'd rather show you better than I could tell you. I'm going to use one of my daddy's lines because, listen, we had about 20% of the people in the room as newbies last night. And the only thing I had to do was show y'all how to set up this here workspace where you can see your layers and you can see your tools and all that good stuff. And after that, I heard y'all showed out. So Coach Chrissy said y'all did a phenomenal job. I'm checking here in the Facebook group right now, so I'm about to show off for y'all. Let's see, 261. Look at y'all showing out. Look at y'all showing out. Let me see. Oh, this is actually 125. Look, Trey getting ready with that tried and true 125. So 261 is what y'all worked on last night. I'm going to show you how we can flip it and put it onto several different products in 10 minutes. All right. This one is Carla. Shout out to Carla. Got her homework done. Let's go. Okay, Alonda. Look, this is the same template. It does not look the same depending on the spin that you put on it, your colors, your grad, and of course your recommendation for the avatar, the logo. It could be a local school. You do not have to have an actual grad to work the mess out of this file, okay? This is why we give you AI mascots and AI generated models here, okay? So y'all are doing your thing. So I just wanted to be able to recognize y'all because, man, I never seen y'all put up homework so fast before. So y'all must be excited about this one. All right, and let's give a shout out to everyone who attended class last night. Some of y'all got in that class for the free 99 because you attended a live just like this one. All right. So I don't want to make this any different since you're here with me live and I value your time. I'm going to do something special during the live. It'll be at the end of the live. So what I demonstrate today, if you all remind me, because y'all know I'll forget, like I get it good into and I get lost in the sauce. I will forget. So you all remind me to, at the end of this, tell you all what you could win if you text this number scrolling across the screen right now. This is our number. If you text the word Shopify to, you're going to get a chance tonight to win this Automizer file as well as the graphics for the file for 261. And I might even throw some bonuses in there. Who knows? Y'all know I'm always doing something extra and always getting in trouble. All right, I see y'all working. Come on, Sharon, I saw you. Okay, so this is the Facebook group. You all are showing out. I will pick a winner that did by tonight, 11 p.m. Make sure you post it if you did this class, hashtag 261 Shopify, because I'm going to go to that hashtag and somebody that did their homework last night, and homework was to flip it not just once during class, because you flipped it once during class. You were supposed to flip it 3 more times. Once you flip a template 3 times, magically, you will be able to flip that template in 5 minutes or less. The magic is called consistency. That's it. That's the only cheat code. All right. So just showing you all what you all have been doing. So we'll make sure Customer Happiness is going to gather all of your submissions. And this one right here, Tamika. Oh, you did. Now you're supposed to flip it. You got to flip it 3 more times, Tamika. Come on. You still got some time tonight to get that in. Okay. All right, so the same way that everybody in class flipped this thing and flipped it in about 5 minutes, once you actually learn how the template works, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here tonight. But what I want to know from you in the chat, what type of products do you plan on selling for graduation? I saw tumblers, I saw t-shirts, stoles, garden flags. Tell me what products that you plan on selling for graduation so that I can add them to this Automizer file. And we will be working on these during the challenge. And I will be updating the Automizer files for those who have the whole package Automizer as well. Okay. All right. So y'all let me know what it is that y'all want to see in this package. This is what I have so far. Am I missing anything? I have a banner, and this is mimicking either a 2x4 or a 2x6 banner. Okay, so that's your 2x6 banner. And actually, let me click on it. This banner is, let me not lie to y'all. It's a 3x6 banner. Okay, so 3 foot tall, 6 foot wide. And of course, to tell you all where I get these type of things printed, they drop ship them. I do not print banners. Okay, I do print socks. I do print shirts. I do all over prints, but if it's a big enough order and they give it to me early enough, I'm sending that thing off to get printed somewhere else. Third-party printer, either ArtsAd or Printify. Okay, so those are drop shippers for you. If you want to know how to put those into your Shopify store, that's something that we talk about in one of our boot camps. We actually demonstrate go through it. So if you're interested in that, y'all let me know. I just want to know what y'all want to learn. Okay. Pillows, those are things that most of us can make in-house. This is the 18 by 18 inch pillow. That's going to be your most common size. You can also have these. Matter of fact, I want y'all to look. We ain't got time to talk about drop shipping tonight. We'll talk about it in the challenge. But if you're just drop shipping like pillows and blankets, it's so much profit in these type of products. I know we have profit in the t-shirts, especially when we can make them ourselves. But a lot of these products, you do not have to touch them, and there's so much profit built in. So we'll talk about pricing, strategy, all of that good stuff in the challenge. But the fun stuff tonight is we're going to get into the designing. Okay. And let me see, keychains. Okay, Cicely. So let me take my notes right here. Keychains are on my list. All right. Let's see. Nikki, we can look at that request. You want the products label? Okay, look at y'all over here making requests and whatnot. Okay, so Nikki says, nice, will the products be labeled? So we can add product labels. I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening. All right, keychains, flags, sublimation phone case, and blankets. Sublimation phone case, I did not think of that. I'm putting it on the list. Now, when I say I'm putting it on the list, I'm putting it on the wish list. What ends up making it is when you all tell me what things are going to help you and there is a consensus to the things that you need, then it builds that desire for me to make that resource for you. All right, and I know that there's different types of phone cases, but at least if you had something to display on here, I get it. So let's do phone case. Let's see the yard flags. Okay, is that what you mean by flags? The yard flags? Or do you mean the flags that go on the automobiles? Because those are popular for graduation too, where you put them in the window and you kind of just let them wave. Okay, blankets. All right, I'm taking notes here. Puzzles, grad dresses. Now I do have a grad dress. Is it the tank dress that you're talking about? Because I do have one. All right, I see a couple of you all said puzzles. I was not thinking of that one, but that could be a good one, especially if it's a keepsake. Very nice. Okay, journal and pens. I have that on the list. The collapsible fans, I already have that one in the set, but I can put it on this one. Ooh, y'all talking about a big old package here. Let me keep, I'm still typing here. Collapsible fans, car tags. And Sonia, by car tags, do you mean like the vanity plates in the front of the car? Okay. Graduation cap topper. We actually have one of those right here at the bottom. Oh, you know what? You can't see it because I have this comment. Let me hide that comment. There you go. So there's one down there at the bottom. Look, y'all giving me good ideas. I'm glad we're having this session tonight. Let's see. The skirts. Okay, so Monica, when you do the skirts, are you talking about the like the pleated skirts? Let me know. And then canvas. Yeah, canvas and posters. Definitely. Boy, y'all about to have the world. Mirror compacts. That's something Coach Chrissy was working on. So I'm sure she could chime in on that one. Okay, okay. Magnets, and magnets being like for the refrigerator or for the car. So magnets could be like save the dates, like invitations. I think that would be pretty cool to do, like the invitation. And we'll do that for the fridge. And then the car magnets are usually for the graduates so they can put on their car and they can show off, especially if they're doing any type of parades or recognition. Okay. Look, this list getting long. I might need to shut down this live. Mouse pads. I think mouse pads are definitely good as well. The MDF topper, what you can do is you can use this one and then just tell people like, hey, this is MDF or this is a fabric cover, whatever the type of cover it is. Because the idea is that you're mocking up the product so that they get a good idea of what it's going to look like when they bundle these products. All right, memory necklace. As a matter of fact, I think it is really good for graduation to offer those kind of remembrance items because even in my PhD graduation, I had a memorial ribbon that I made. It was like a kind of like a luxury tie. And then I put the gold and metal and rhinestone pendants on them. So that would be really cool. And that's something that you sell like for the grad as something very special, and they'll keep that forever. All right. Necklace. I'm following y'all now. Backdrops. So we do have backdrops in the bigger Automizer, and then we have it in the party. So there's a graduation party version of this, but I will go ahead and add the backdrops. License plates. Yep. I got you on that. The varsity jackets. Come on, Monica. The varsity jackets. Okay. Senior shirts and cheerleader skirts. So I got the skirts, but definitely the senior shirts with the skirts. Gotcha. All right, so let me calm down for y'all. Have me doing some extra work tonight. All right, so the main purpose of our session tonight is to go ahead and design one time, right? That's the idea. We want to design once, and then we want to be able to take that design and use it to mock up several different items. And for this process, the idea here, yes, we are designers, yes, we are creatives, but we want to think business mode and business mind, and that is efficiency. So I know we love to design, and we love to take our time and spend hours on each person's design that barely even paid us a design fee, if they even paid a design fee. Am I right? Okay, y'all don't have to answer me right now. I know it's a 15-second delay, but I know who I'm talking to because that was me as well. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on designing one time. And then instead of just giving that person that one image for that one product they ordered, because maybe they come to you for a t-shirt, or maybe they come to you for a graduation stole. My goal is to produce this solution for you. So in the time that it takes you to design and mock up one product, you should be able to mock up at least 12 products, right? Because if we can design and mock up in 10 minutes, then we should have a winner, right? That's what I'm thinking. So that way, when you go to proof them the design and you proof them this graduation stole and you say, hey, this is the same design on some other popular products, and you want to choose what products are popular, which ones you keep in stock, which ones are easy to get in stock, because you don't want to offer 50 different products. That's what I do want you to understand. You want to keep it around 10 to 12 products, because, and even less than that, so you don't have to go that big. But the idea is that you're going to keep your production going, okay? We're going to be efficient, especially when it's high volume season. All right, the buttons buttons are on here. You got that right here, Sonia. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this design. Now, I do have design number 261. That's what you all worked on. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. So this will look the same as how you saw it in 261. We're going to flip it. And then if I have time, which is boiling down, which I should, if y'all don't get me sidetracked, then I will actually do a preview of class number 262, which will be next Wednesday. All right, and make sure that you text Shopify to that number and go through this is automation. So I teach y'all about automation in the challenge as well. It's a part of your marketing. It's a part of growing and scaling your business. Okay. So if you go through that automation and you get added to our VIP text message list, then I will choose one person from tonight's live that went through that and went ahead and added yourself to the VIP list. I will choose one person from the live tonight, and you'll receive all the files that I'm working on tonight for the free 99. Okay. All right. So if y'all remind me, I will remind y'all again at the end about that before we shut it down. Oh, here's another thing. I meant to tell you all too, if you don't know, I'm spending more time talking about this stuff, trying to remind y'all of stuff. There is a Craft to Quit contest that ends in just a few hours. So it ends at 11, the drawing for it. Let me see if I can find it for you. All right, so here, go to home there. So if you go on Innate Academy on the Instagram and you check for this giveaway, okay? If you're already a part of the challenge, like you already purchased the challenge, or if you are, if you have access to the challenge, that's one thing. And then all you have to do is tag 2 people and like the post. Make sure that you're a follower of Innate Academy, and those 3 simple steps puts you in a drawing, which we will announce the winner tomorrow, for this whole big bundle of Craft to Quit giveaway for 1 whole year. Plus, you get to unlock all of the templates that we have instead of waiting for them to drip and open every 7 days. You're going to unlock them all at once. And it's going to give you access to our Thursday and Friday coaching sessions. And y'all, we have been really doing some things in our Craft to Quit program. So this whole thing is what you win if you are selected for that. So make sure that you get on here, you tag someone who will actually really love and benefit from learning with coaching strategy, because we're not just here to tell you how to make pretty things. We want to tell you how to exit the 9-to-5s and use this as your primary source of income. All right. So anyhow, make sure that you all take advantage of that if that is something that interests you. And especially if you've already signed up for the Shopify challenge, you automatically qualify. So go ahead and do that. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to get on with the design. I'm going to give you a tip. If you already have a file set up, a folder set up for this template, and I'm going to do it right now with you. I'm going to go ahead and set up a folder. So this is my 261. I'm going to right click, do a new folder, and I'm going to call this one 261, and then whatever my client's name is. So maybe this one will be client 5. And if there's an order number, so if there's an order number, I'll probably put my order number here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set this folder up. So then that way, by the time I finish designing, I don't have to save this big old Photoshop file every single time as different variations. I just need to pretty much save my components there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I save my items here when we get done making this design. Now, I do want to go ahead and change out the photos and the image here. So if you have something on your website where, let's say, for instance, they're uploading a photo and uploading their text, then you can already have that saved here to this folder as well. So what I'm going to do is, you'll get this folder when you're in the challenge. It has a lot of sample images for the graduate. It has some sample mascot photos or mascot logos. And then also it has a few like mascot kind of sports images. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's flip this one out. I'm going to go with our model number 7 here. And let me pick her logo for school. Have I done the tigers yet? I don't think I've done the tigers yet. Let me pick the tiger. So this is going to be my model. This is going to be my mascot. If you have a real project to do, then this is definitely something that's going to be worth your time designing, because you get the project done, you got a mock-up, and you're ready to promote this on your website. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place my client images there. All right, so I have them ready to go. And I want to start the timer. Do I have a timer on this thing? Would you stop it? I have this big old screen over here, and for some reason, it is acting a fool on me tonight. So let me see if I have a timer here. There's a clock. Now, the challenge is not the design. The challenge is me not talking too much while I'm doing this. The clock needs an update. You know what? I promise everything needs to update when it's time to work. All right, so here's my clock. Let's go ahead and reset the timer, and I'll pull it off screen, and then I'll pull it back on screen when we're done. All right, so I haven't started it just yet. I see y'all are over there on the automations. Y'all have fun on that side. Text messaging. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop stalling and hit play. Like, I'm nervous a little bit because I told you we can get this done in 10 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and let's hit play on the clock. Let's go. The first thing I'm going to do is right click on this logo. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for the Accent 1 logo, double clicking. And then I'm going to do File, Place Embedded. And I'm going to pull from my 261 Client 5. And then I'll just go ahead and let y'all view the large icons here. I'm going to replace that logo. So if you have your folder already set up, ready to go with the logo and the photo, it's going to make it so quick and so easy. And then let me drag my pop-ups over here so you all can see. All right, mascots in there. Let's go ahead and go with the photo. Let's double click on photo number 1. Let's go File, Place Embedded. And we're going to grab our new model photo. All right. Once we get it in place, now I'm going to fade this one off because even if it's hidden, I don't like the chance of it being a hard line down there. So I'm going to create a layer mask, grab my paintbrush here, and I have about an 800 soft round brush selected here. And I'm just going to fade off at the bottom here. All right. That is good to go. Now I'll say yes to save those changes. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Now the next step is I need to select my colors. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so I can see my mascot here. And this isn't really a strong orange, but this is gonna help me out here. I'm gonna grab my color picker tool here. My main color, I'm gonna switch this up. I'm gonna make the main color this kind of golden, and then the secondary color is gonna be blue. And the way that I'm gonna change this is scroll to the top, color number 1. I'm gonna duplicate this here. So everything blue will now be the golden color. And I'll do the same thing for color number 2. Instead of the gray, we're going to duplicate that layer and change it on out to the blue. Go ahead and close that down. Hit yes to save the changes. All right. And then let's back up a little bit, see what's going on here. Oh, I'm backing up on the wrong screen. All right, so I like that first name is the blue, last name is the yellow. Maybe congratulations. I'm going to change that to the secondary color. I like that a little bit better. I feel like it anchors it. And if I wanted to change the class of 2024 instead of the gold there, if I want to do the blue, same thing. You could just activate that one. Or I could have left it white with a black. No, I'm gonna make sure it's blue. Let me keep it simple, y'all. All right, that's the whole point as designers. We want to get all into it. So if you wanted to change out the name here, I'm going to go to first name, and I'm just going to duplicate that layer. And then when I double click on the T here, I'm going to type her name is Melanie. Spell it with an IE. All right, and last name, I'm just making this up, y'all, but I'm sure your clients have some actual names that they want you to use here. So make sure you have that in the folder as well. I'm going to right click on last name here. And instead of actually editing this, I'm going to leave that and I'm going to duplicate the layer. Turn off the eyeball for the previous layer. And okay, so it'd be Melanie Brooke. I think that might be somebody's real name. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger here. And as a matter of fact, instead of making it taller, I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit. All right, so that's it for me. And I want to keep the senior in the background. You don't have to keep the senior in the background. You can change the text. It is an editable text. So you have the option to double click on that and change that as well. But this is pretty much it. I think I'm going to change the color of the background just a little bit. Instead of black, I want to take that and change it to that darker orangish. No, I don't. No, I don't. I might do the darker blue. There we go. That's looking more like it. Boom. That's it right there. Okay, so that's my design. That's it. That's who I'm sticking beside. And right now, let's check the clock. We're at about 5 minutes. Design is done. All right, now we're on to the nitty gritty. We got to go ahead and export these components. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my text 1 here. Quick export as PNG, and I'm going to place it in that folder I told you about, the one you have ready for your client. That's my text 1. I'm going to right click here and get the accent 3. Quick export as PNG. Go ahead and grab that. Then I'm going to take my photo one. Go ahead and quick export that as PNG. These are all the components that are going to help you build in the Automizer. All right, I also want my logo there. Of course, I want my logo. Let's go ahead and grab that one. And I want to grab the first name. Oh, you know what? I need to take this little cap here. I'm going to duplicate it so I don't move my original. But I want that to be right here on the name. And I want the cap by itself as well. So if I come up here to the top, I'm going to grab accent 2, and I'm going to quick export that as PNG. And I already have my photo and my logo. Now what I need is this whole text 4, which has the name with the cap on it. And this time I'm going to do the name. I'm going to do the name without the cap, because the example I gave you has the name with the cap. So let's go ahead and quick export that as PNG. And I can always add the cap if I want. And let's do text 5, which is the last name. Quick export as PNG. I'm going to grab my background, which is the full background. Quick export as PNG. And then I'm going to grab my foreground. And the background is the hardest one to get because it is a super large. This is a 150 DPI file, 36 by 44. So the reason why it's so large is so that you can also use it for banners. But if you're not doing banners, you can stick with doing a 13 by 19 size file. It'll move a lot quicker. All right, let's go ahead and go with our foreground here. We need to be able to quick export that as PNG. And then just in case I need it, I like to get my little senior file here. So that would be the mirror text senior. And I'm going to quick export that component. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and design. I'm going to design the quickest things first, which will be the t-shirt. And what I'm going to do is just go into my 13 by 19 shirt. And here you have foreground, background, and most things that you design, you can get away with just doing foreground and background. So here I'm going to do File, Place Embedded. I'm going to grab my foreground here, get rid of my previous one, hit yes to save. And Melanie Brooke is looking good to go. All right, now I have to change my background here. File, Place Embedded. Now, if you have your images right here, I'm going to show you a shortcut. And my goodness, cooperate with me, please, Windows. Quit showing out for all the Mac people start telling me I need to switch up, okay? All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I can drag and drop it too. I don't have to do Place Embedded. It does the same exact thing. I'm going to close out of this, hit yes to save. All right, and like I said, that big background takes the longest time to update and change, but once you get it in there, and once it is completely saved, so that's taking a little while there, that's going to be your biggest file that you have to save there. All right, so we're good to go here. I can hit yes and close that down. All right, Shannon, you're talking too much. You're supposed to be done designing by now. All right. I'm going to go ahead and change out this design as well. This is our all over design. And now all I have to do is update all modified content because I've already changed out the foreground and background once. So I'm hitting save as I'm closing these files down. And that's what's helping to update and keep everything nice and neat together. All right, so that is my all over shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with my 13 by 19. And as a matter of fact, all I had to do was update all modified content. Got a little click happy there. That one was easy. So anything that uses foreground and background, and this is a good time for me to explain to you, would be things that are gonna keep the same ratio. So I'll go ahead and update these. See how this one uses foreground and background. So all you have to do is update the modified content. And I like to do update all modified content, so it does all the images at once. All right, you see how quick that is? I'm talking longer than the time it takes to mock all of this stuff up. Now, let's see, the pillow uses the foreground background. Let's go ahead and double click on that. And let's update all modified content. Good deal, good deal. All right. And now it's just a clicking game. Let's see, the mugs will be foreground, background. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let's double click on the design file here, update all modified content. And the whole goal here is to keep it really simple with what you're designing. If you need to, I'm going to show you a few products that don't quite work with foreground, background. The graduation stole. Everybody wants a graduation stole. So what we do in this case is we use some of the elements. For instance, you saw how we exported the first name and last name and some of the images like that 2024. Let's update all modified content here. All right, and now we see we got the foreground, background there, but we need to update our text here. So text 4, we're going to update. And all I'm going to do is drag and drop my text 4 here. Boom. Okay. Now this time, Melanie is not going to have the grad cap on it. And I have to get rid of the previous image there in order to save this. Cool, cool. Last name, double click. And we can delete this one. And it looks like we need the class of 2024 here. Double click that. And we can drag and drop. Boom, right here. I'm going to move it over to the same location so that it makes it line up where I need it to be automatically. And we need to change out our accent, which is our logo here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so it can cover up the same amount of space as we had before. And then, of course, I'm going to delete all but that top layer. All right, all right. And, of course, our photo here, we can change that out. And let me find Melanie Brooke. Bring that down just a little bit here. Delete the previous image and let's update. See if we need to do any adjustments with the size of the photo here or the placement. So I'm going to do a little bit of adjustment here just to make it a little bit smaller. All right, and even with the watermarked image, you can move that around a little bit. I'm actually going to move it down a little bit. Take my watermark logo here, and I'm going to place that up higher. All right, all right. So that is it for the stole. Like I was saying, for objects that need to be designed, they still can have the same elements, but you're going to want to place things a little bit differently. So if it's something super tall or super wide, it won't have the same effect as like a t-shirt design where you can just do the foreground, background. So in those instances, we just use the same elements. We just happen to place those elements where it fits for the design. Now that I've already updated all this stuff, all I should have to do is update all modified content, and all of these pieces should update to Melanie Brooke. There she is. And let me go ahead and move this down off her face. And I still want it to be off to the side there. Boom, that's it. So just saving these things so that they're here for the mock-up, but also these are able to be done as your printable files, okay? So really, it's the click and save game. So you're going to click, update all modified content, and close down and save. And as you're doing that process, it is updating everything that you need for your mock-up. All right. All right, let's go ahead and I guess I missed that I needed to save that. All right, let's go ahead and we're just updating now. And here is another one where you're not going to be able to just take the foreground background. You do need to do a little bit of placement. So what we did was took those same little pieces, just arranged them differently. And this one is accent 3. I think we changed this one to, what did we do for accent 3? I'm going to drag and drop that on here. Let me make sure that this one is, oh, nope, it's not my link file. So let me go back here. I'm glad I saw that. And I want to make this one. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And I don't know if y'all noticed that, but the tassel you can change the colors of in this file too. So let me go ahead and save and close that down. All right, all right. And then the banner is also one of those things that's usually very weird to design versus the shirt. So the shirt is usually kind of a portrait orientation. The banner is definitely landscape, and look, we're using the same exact images to fill out the banner, just like we did the shirt, the tumblers, and everything else. So the idea here is I want you to design not just smart, I want you to design genius, meaning that you're going to have a certain method to designing so that you're not putting yourself in the position to be designing forever, especially when you have a lot of volume of orders. So let me go ahead and go with my text 1 here. And text 1 here, we're going to go ahead and change that out. And that's going to be our congratulations. Boom, boom. We get rid of the layer below it. Yes to save those changes. And this one in particular, I want to bring it up here. Y'all won't have to do this. This is me just fixing it as I get it ready for y'all. Let me get rid of that one. And all right. And of course, you can make these a little bit smaller. You can change your placement. The idea is to stick with a method that's going to keep this pretty simple, okay? All right, so looks good. I'm gonna just go ahead and save that. And I heard something going off in my ear. I have the headphones on tonight. So you all let me know if you all heard anything funny, if y'all can still hear me. Hopefully nothing died on my headphones. Okay, let's go ahead and save that, update it. All right, so I think I'm closing down this 261 right now just so I can make sure that we have everything. Oh, the cap topper and the button. So we'll just double click on that one. The cap topper, another one where we have to use the elements and not just the foreground. Actually, you can use the foreground background for the cap topper. I just think it looks cooler when it has the individual elements. And because it's square, it does give you an opportunity to use up more of your image space there. And then finally, I think I just have this button to do here. And let's update all modified content here. There we go. And now even our button has the same theme and setup here. I actually like how the tiger's peeking out halfway there. All right, now some of these different pieces you may have to do a little bit of shifting, but for the most part, the design, placement, the colors, and also the text is designed so that you don't have to overthink that part of it. Most of what we do when it comes to designing is, oh, this took me 20 minutes talking, y'all. I promise it does not take this long without me talking. So we were able to take a design, flip it, and design these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 items. Okay. And this is about the time that it would take for us to do one design, even if it was a template, and to mock it up. So if you can take that same time and energy, go ahead and mock up several different products. If I give this mock up to a client, I can almost 100% guarantee you they're going to ask you about something else on this page other than what they ordered. So let's say, for instance, they just wanted a banner or just wanted a t-shirt. When you show them this entire set, it's going to provoke them to say, okay, well, you know, what's that graduation topper? How much is that? Or how much for the mugs? Or what about the tumblers? So I want you to keep that in mind, that it's not just a design strategy. It is also a sales strategy. How many times do you walk into a store and you see what's on the mannequin and you want the bag and the dress and the hat and the shoes exactly as it's already put together? This is working on that same principle. And then also you can tell them if they bundle, they save. So when they feel like they're saving money, they will also go into that bulk buying mode. All right, so that was our time for designing. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into some of y'all's questions, because what I want to see for the Shopify challenge is not just about designing, y'all. Okay, let me slow down for a second, because I know that's what we get excited about. That's what the majority of us are for right now. Here for right now is the design. But we have to get serious about marketing. We have to get serious about having a place where people can shop with us, and they don't need to be hanging on to our every correspondence on our DMs. They have a place that they can shop if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and they want to look at what you offer. They don't have to be in contact with you. So the idea here is that we get Shopify set up, we get some fire designs up in your store, and we go ahead and mock up these products and let people know that they can buy these bundles. And then this way we're ready for a high volume graduation season. Okay. So in that regard, and we're going to do an Automizer session as well. So for those who are interested in some of the questions about like specifically the Automizer, we'll get into that. But I just wanted to tonight give you a principle behind why it was developed, who it's for. It's for people that I use it, and I can design probably just as fast from scratch sometimes as I do from templates. If I keep it simple, which is very rare. But I just want you to know that whether you're a novice, like you've never touched Photoshop before, we're going to help you do all of this. And if you are an OG, you've been with us for the entire time of the academy, we're still going to get work done, because you'll get your designs done, you'll get your mock-ups done, and then we're going to work on designing your Shopify store. So let me see here if I can give you a little example, just a little hint, because I have to get off of this live or I'm going to get in trouble. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can pull up an example right now for you. And this is what your store will look like, not might look like, it will look like this if you are participating in the challenge. Let's go ahead and get on in here. All right, now I want to show you Coach Najla showing out with some extras here. So I hope that you all get an opportunity to do some of the advanced sessions. And we're going to go over to our little page here. This is what you all are going to build. We're going to give you all of the assets to build this. And let me show you what it looks like here in the preview view. All right, so you're going to build a landing page just like this. I don't care if you have one product in your Shopify store. This page right here is going to be where you send your people for your graduation. Okay, so even if the rest of your site is a mess, don't worry about it. You're going to have a place that they can shop for graduation that's going to look nice. It's going to give them collections that they can keep in mind. So this will be for the graduate. This will be some apparel here that they can purchase, and then family gear. And actually, we have some other categories that we're going to be giving you the images for and the mock-ups for. All right, and then you'll have your products down here. So this is going to help you not only to have a landing page where people can go for graduation, but we're going to help you come up with the description. So you'll be able to have, when someone clicks on the page, it'll have the sizes already on there. It'll have a description of what that product is, and it'll allow people to actually add it to their cart and check out. That's what you're going to do with us in the Shopify challenge. So this is no Rudy Poop challenge. This is no, we just drop you off in the center of the desert and just leave you there. This is a no creative left behind. We make sure that not only do you do the work, but we also make sure that you have someone to help pull you out the mud. If you get stuck, if you get frustrated, we're right there to help you. Okay. So that is what we're going to do together. We have some more bonuses and some things that we're loading, but y'all, it's almost that time. We start the challenge. The bonus part of the challenge starts on Saturday, this Saturday, where you're going to be able to come and learn how to design from scratch in Photoshop. It's our Photoshop Basics course. And then from there, we have a whole lineup. Let me see if I can get y'all this lineup here. Hold on. I forgot that we already had all of our lineup ready to go. Here we go. And y'all can watch this video of me talking, but y'all probably heard me talk enough about it. It's time to be about that action. All right, so here, you'll learn a little bit about me, just a little bit. So Saturday, we're going to kick it off with a Photoshop Basics session, and you will learn how to set up your Photoshop. You'll learn how to build a design from scratch. We'll give you foreground, background. We'll show you how to use the layer mask. We'll show you how to use the text tool, effects, and we'll show you how to use custom brushes, all in one 90-minute session. Okay, so you get that for free just by joining the challenge. Normally that's a $97 class. And then on Sunday, we'll probably have, I don't know if we're going to do more than this because Des is super creative. She always finds something extra special to sublimate, but that's where you get to see the designs in action. So we have something Sunday with Coach Des, and then on Monday, we're going to do some AI. So artificial intelligence is where it's at. If you're wondering where all these images are coming from the mock-ups to the mascots to the cartoon images, we are creating those every single Monday in AI in action. So we are going to do that for the challenge for graduation. And then on Tuesday, we have a double feature. So we're going to have Wealth Talk, where we're talking about business setup, your questions about business credit, and then also how to make sure that you have your articles of incorporation, all of that good stuff, those things that kind of worry you. We're going to have a talk about that on Tuesday at 7. And then for those who are completely new to Shopify, Coach Najla is going to walk you through step by step, just setting up Shopify, because sometimes that can be very intimidating. So you'll have that done. And then on Tuesday, we'll actually get to designing the whole store. That whole page that I showed you, we'll get it done together. On Wednesday, you're going to learn your Photoshop. Now, in order to attend the live class on Photoshop, you have to have done the Saturday class because we don't want you to come into class on Wednesday being unprepared. So make sure that you either do the class ahead of time, live, or you do it as the pre-recorded version, because once you get into this, we're going to be designing the template. And are y'all curious? I have a couple minutes. Are y'all curious to see what the design is for next week? If so, go ahead and put 262 in the chat. And if I see enough 262s, I will go ahead and give y'all a preview of what we're going to do for next week. All right. All right. I see one. Uh-huh. Okay. Y'all want to know what 262 looks like? Okay. Well, give me a second. Let me finish telling you what we're going to do this week, and then I will give you a sneak peek of 262. All right. So on Thursday, this is where City's coming in. This is my coach who helps me with the not just email marketing, but giving strategy for business and marketing that business with email, text messaging, and then also your social media. So this is a big part. In fact, it is the biggest part of what we need to do to grow our business. And I know we don't like to think about that because we like to think, hey, my designs are bomb and that's what's going to help my business blow up. And that's not true. You've seen some of the trashiest designs make a lot of money, and it's because they're marketing well. They're out there. They're putting themselves in the public eye. And because the public eye cannot see your phenomenal designs, they go and they choose that lackluster design. Okay. So you need to be saving your people from these ugly designs. All right. That's our job. Let's put on the cape. If we think we're saving somebody, we'll do some work. Let's save our people from choosing the inferior product by making sure that they know and a superior product is even available. Okay. All right, so on Friday, so we're going to officially launch, and then we're going to do something really special on Friday, which is a strategy to immediately put something out there, because I know we have a problem marketing. We're going to put something out there on Friday that's going to help you start getting your leads. That's basically your email contacts, so that you can have a list of people to market to, a list of people who are looking out for you and wanting to purchase your graduation products. Okay. Whew. So that is it, my loves. That's the whole week. Y'all, this is going to be a week that's going to not only get us into design mode, but this is going to actually get us set up. So I said I would show y'all 262. Let me go ahead and see what my 262 do. Let's see here. Y'all know I have all these files, y'all. All right, so these are some examples of 262. And what we're going to do in our AI class is we're going to be developing, and let me make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see better. Okay, I'll go ahead and open the file so y'all can see what it looks like. But you all will be creating your graphics as far as the accent images, stock art that doesn't exist. Like I couldn't find a blue basketball with flames on it. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to AI and I'm going to make that thing up. So I got a blue ball with a blue basketball with flames on it. That same blue basketball is here with the flames on it. We created some patterns here. So you can see that there's like a diploma and some roses with the caps there. That was created in AI. Same thing, same images here, created in AI. The logo for the elephant was created in AI, and the model here is created AI. So we're going to have a lot of fun creating the elements that we need for our graphics inside of Midjourney, and then we won't be using the DALL-E 3. What? Actually, we will. I'll take that back. We will use it because DALL-E 3 is available in Bing, which I can't recommend that you use Bing commercially, but I'm letting you know to use it responsibly, at least to understand how to prompt and how to make images. And then ChatGPT has DALL-E 3 in it as well. That's AI that you can use for commercial purposes. And then the Midjourney is where we usually do all of our prompting and where we follow along. So you'll get hands-on that on Monday. And we start that at 7 o'clock. And then we're rolling from there, y'all. So I'm ready. And this is editable. So it says proud mom, but it can just say, proud graduate. So it doesn't have to have the family member there. And then also the text is editable. So it can say dad, mom, grandma, nana, G-pop, whatever. You can change that text out there. And it's going to be another 5-minute template. Once you get warmed up to it, takes you about 5 minutes to edit the file. And you're able to mock that up on all of those different products. All right, so I'm about 3 minutes late to get into our Craft to Quit session for tonight. So I do have to go. Hopefully you all text that number if you're interested in winning this file tonight. As a matter of fact, I will do you a bonus and I will even throw in 262 as well. So if you win that tonight, regardless of if you're in the challenge or not, there's no pressure, but I'm just letting you know, if you want to be able to create these kind of graphics, then you want to roll with these templates. 5 minutes, your stuff can look identical to my 20 plus years of experience. Nobody will be able to tell the difference. All right. All right, my love. So I appreciate you. I love you dearly. And until next time, bye.